Hello, I'm Mike Griffiths and I've been challenged to try and teach you how to use Expert Agent in one 5-minute take. I'm hoping this will be perfect for new users and those people that we've given demo accounts to play around with the system. So right, here we go, no time to lose. You need Google Chrome. You can use Expert Agent in Internet Explorer and Firefox and things, but it's built for Google Chrome. So get Google Chrome loaded, fire up Google Chrome, type in Expert Agent. Oh, that slowed me down. Expert Agent KUK, and that comes up. And then you go to Members Login, top right, this button. You click Members Login and you give the login that either we've given you or your boss has given you. And the password, of course, which you don't share with anybody else. And if you put this in when you're already logged in, it will kick you out on the previous computer. So that means that you can go and work somewhere else, but of course be aware that if you log in on a second computer, it will kick you out. You might lose work on the one that you've left behind. So log in, okay, good. And that takes you straight in to Expert Agent, to its homepage, which is here. Now Expert Agent's built to run full screen, so if you press the F11 key on your keyboard, it gets rid of all this rubbish at the top and it gives you loads more space to work in. There you go. It tells you you've gone full screen. F11 will bring you out of the same thing again as you go along. You've got a menu across the top: applicants, landlords, properties, appointments, tenancies, etc., all the way across here. Within each of them is an add button. So if you want to put an applicant on, how simple? Press add an applicant. If you want to add a landlord, add a landlord. Property, add a property. So let's just try one. Applicants, add an applicant. And off we go. And it starts to ask really simple, straightforward questions. It's Mr. It does capital letters by itself. M. Things like that, okay? Fills in things like this as it goes along. It's got full postcode checking, so you never have to put postcodes in, and it does all that sort of stuff for you. Right, I don't want to show you any more of that. That's adding records. That's something for you to play around with. Once you put records in, you need to be able to find them again and get to them. The easiest way is just use this at the top. When you click in here, type in the text you want to find. So I'm going to find a property called The Cottage, click into it, and there it is. It's got it straight away. Okay, you can break that down into applicants, viewings, etc. if you get lots of results. If you search for Smith, you might want to break down the applicants, the viewings, etc. But here you go, I want this one. Clicking into that opens up, in this case, a property record. Okay, I've got a property record on the screen now, and over here, see what's happened. It's opened it up in a new page tab. Okay, so if I want to go and do something else, I press New tab, this one. The Cottage, Christchurch Street is still open, but at this point I can go to applicants and add a new applicant, and it's all working in a different page tab. So if I get distracted halfway through working with the Cottage, Christchurch Street, I can do this and I can click back into the cottage whenever I want to. Okay, if you try and leave a page tab without first saving things, it will warn you and it will tell you, and it actually won't let you. Okay, so open up as many page tabs as you want, pressing this button over here, and they'll pop up across the top up here. Okay, we're looking at a form. That's one of the post-it notes that it does. Okay, forms have got three key elements. You've got this summary page at the top, and regardless then of the page tabs that you click into, and here are the page tabs down at the bottom, regardless of which one you click into, all this stays constant at the top. So all the information is down here. And then the final element is the menu. Now if you're on an iPad or similar, you just touch this button up at the top right here and the menu comes up. So touch that one, menu comes up. But on a PC with a mouse, wherever you are, right click, and the menu comes up. So everything's in here. Save and flag reminds you that you've got work to do on it. Save and close it. Revert undoes your changes. And then more complex things: booking evaluation, confirming evaluation, doing a price change, putting it on the market, doing letters and brochures, etc. all down here. That's the sticky note that we've just added. So wherever you are, right click and it will pop up with the options. To do something relating to a property, so a letter or a viewing or an offer, etc., start from the property record and then you'll be fine. Right click, you'll find the option. Good. Okay. So we showed you a really simple find, which is this one here, top right. Okay, that's great for single records. The other thing you've got is under navigation, you've got all the things you've looked at recently, the 50 most recent things. So let's add a new tab and we'll go to navigation at the top and we'll pop another property record up. There it is. So now I've got two going at once, and I can jump between them as I see fit and probably get myself in a right old mess. Good. So that's navigation up at the top there. Good. So finding single records, great, but we've got all sorts of methods to getting you to more data. Okay, so I've got a new tab open here. Under applicants, if I click this button called dashboard, it brings this form up, and down here I've got a more sophisticated search for applicants. I've also got the 50 most recent things I've looked at, and then down here we've got these so-called quick link things, and these quick links show you selections of records, and you can program these yourself. You can bring up bits and pieces. So I'll show you how to do that. We've got some stats down the left hand side as well. So everything's got a dashboard. Properties, they've got a dashboard. Appointments dashboard, tenancies dashboard, they're all there. You have dashboards for everything. Okay, good. Let's shut that one down. In addition, you've got this thing called a grid. So properties and grid. When you go into properties grid, it shows you all your records. Here they are. And it shows a summary panel at the top like this, and as you hover over each record, that changes to reflect the information that you're looking at. Now, down below you've got the grid itself, which has got all sorts of columns of information, and you can search on them. So if you type in B at the top there, it will just filter it down just to show you the records that begin with B, or you can click into, say, that one and just choose sales. And when you've made some complicated selections and really confused yourself, you can do a right click and you can clear them. Okay, so that's the third element of the grid. You've got the bit at the top, you've got the fields themselves down here, and then you've got the right click element. When you go in and do a right click, one of the things you've got is this one, choose columns. And when you click on choose columns, you can choose the columns that you want to appear and the order you want them to appear in. So I've got the vendor's surname as the first thing, followed by the department, followed by the next contact date. I don't need that really. I want the branch in there, the status I want, and I want that right at the very top, the first thing. So I've just moved it up, press save, and you'll see the result straight away in my grid. I've now changed it around. Okay, good. You can save the selections. Once you've made selections like this, you can do a right click and you can send emails to them. You can write to them, you can print reports, you can, in some cases, delete them. You can do all sorts of clever things once you've made your selections. So it's one of the real power features. But the best bit is you can save these selections for future use. So let's do one. Status, I'm only going to go for the on market available to let ones. There we go. And then over here, get rid of this, and I'm just going to go for residential sales and click. So there is my list of on market residential sales ones. If I just scroll down, it will tell me that I've got 9. Okay, I've got on market residential sales ones. That's a list I'm going to use over and over again. Right click, save selection, and it's, I can't type, Resi on markets, and I save. Good. Now I've made that selection criteria, I can get to it in all sorts of places. So let me introduce you to this. Top right here, this button. When you press that one, it opens up a swishing out panel like this. If you've got a wide enough monitor, you can keep it out there all the time, and then it gives you live updated information. So we've got applicants that need a contact, people that have gone on our website that I've not looked at. I've got my on-market properties, I've got souls to chase up. There's hundreds and hundreds of them as standard, and then the ones that you create yourself you can drop in. So if I press the edit button, this one here at the top, and I scroll down to the property section, which is here, keep going, keep going, keep going, there, sitting there, is that quick link that selection I just created for myself, Resi on markets. Press save on that one, and it will now be in that list on the right hand side. There it is, Resi on markets, 9 of them. So anytime I want to jump straight to that information, all I do is click it, and it'll open up a grid containing just those records. Clever, isn't it? You can have the most incredible selections in there, all sorts of stuff that make it really powerful but very personalised for you. Incidentally, properties, dashboard, it's got its own quick links. I'll just pop that out of the way. They're down here. And if you press this one, you can program in the ones that you've created in there as well. So I can put my Resi on markets one into that selection as well. So it depends how you like working with it, but there's my Resi on markets thing. Good. Other bits to understand, well, up at the top, that's your profile. Click into that. You can go in there, change your password around, change your username, define what you see in the diary, set up your team, all that sort of stuff. This is the message system. When you click that, it shows you all the messages that you've been sent by your colleagues and sometimes by us as well at Expert Agent. Okay. The very last thing, top right to teach you, is the log out button. When you finish, do log out, and that will make sure that if you don't have enough logins for every member of your team, it will free one up and other people can use it. If you get stuck, you need this one, help. Learning Centre. Learning Centre is our incredible resource that consists of probably 3,000 pages if you printed it out. It's also got something like 80 YouTube videos in there. It's got a great index at the top. Just type in what you want, search, and it will teach you everything you need to know about Expert Agent. It leads you into all the free training, because remember, we do lots of online free live training, and there are YouTube versions of the same thing as well. So that's all in there. If you need support from us, help, get support, tells you what to do. Ideally log a support ticket, because you'll get a better response from the right person and probably a little bit quicker as well. That goes in from there. Good. That is a 5-minute intro. I don't know if it's 5 minutes, I've not checked yet, but it's enough to get you driving Expert Agent and get you playing around with it so you can evaluate it or at least get started doing your day job. So I'm going to press the log out button, leave there, and thank you very much for watching.